And only a question and pay you made the home and come. Amo, my more aqua baby. But first of all, what consider say IMF?
Oh, Mr. Speaker, OSHA communication is about out from the Information Ministry, which was directed by the Finance and by the President.
Yeah.
Clearly said we should engage. President said that we young shots here na yani IMF enyano bye.
Yeah.
You know mon kasa yen hwe say baby wo ho na I was say ye hia mo bia ye beba. But say no yen call IMF we call a process.
Yeah, process. Yeah.
And you know bana buy na ka say ye dum pempen so be hu be hia say e bia na yakọ IMF. Na IMF ko akọkra po a enye say na wo kan ye mi nyina na etisa. But at this point, you know, I say, ye ne IMF NCS yen kasa na yen hwe say ye kasa ye ba no hefa na say you do ansa na ba.
Okay.
Then they will say see ansa na ba and no ma ben kro ni be hia na be say ye ba. Nti ho no ne what is here.
Okay. Ma min tie free one kasa ho. Oman bia si kasem toto ye no. E dru hefa potia ana ye be hia say IMF be ma be boy.
It's na prof kasa the prof akani na I say and I financial experts na yeah but of course I mean so do purpose won't be ntia woka
okay
my buying adwumayefo won't be ntia am for the normal brother won't be ntia na purpose aka no menewa
okay
what do purpose why say just won't be nhwe ho so biem tina was say open IMF emwa number one IMF no so na wo kon krampo ana about two phases you will sikasem no and your policy say na wo chichim no policy credibility say me the normal be egu akwan mu hwe say amanfo be hu say ade we die eye papa amanfo eni beje ho no metimi aboa na ma ye chede ko a ebe ye adwuma man ana say ye sikasem no enye ntia wo so obam na be man kakra bi ni etimi de ehenha ye ho
okay
ntia no so wo honom ntia IMF no ko mu krampo a no ma bi rese wo ko enu ntina aban ka se ye dumpe ebu achia na so emu ye pe Ghana obi ka se Ghana mu mu adwoa the speaker that ni parliament say parliament no timu nsu oman mu widen oman mu widen pa so because of money more emra 77 president and nipa ne hu e bia no fi kro bia ye nim so nanso obatima so aka se enye Ghana so nko a na anu ya menu bia e bia wa so ambeke menu bia o UK
yeah
menu wa na no frame ya o se me nsene ne sika mfambo no fentua ne danka
UK
o se me mbuja ne sika se o plan so me pay 500 pound fambre no. That is it that's the extent we shall a reasa for nanyina eko biblically we catch your club say reasa we na eba if say the Bible no say na kire and so we any power system no ma and yes but we don't need to yes say Ghana nkwa na yen de yes e reasa for nanyina na mo arache mu say no man wo hwetie prophet say na prophet ka say ya any obi e kan yen yi politics in fin some way na yen hwe how you bet me ama online agina me betina ha me dream politics NDC MP enye NPP nso na beti me na na o take obedi asupra na o ton kokko kwan ho send na business engu no beti ma hwak onu ntina ma betina ha me papa bi na owo aboso kan ne shop send na business okofa no ma obeti ma nya tuaka no enu ntina e ba betina ha and we are at a point yamfa NPP ni NDC into nchen
okay
na yen how can we salvage the little that we have? Send a bit me, I bet na can boom. Now, mamma no ton, I just quite who and you here. Mamma no macolano, no what kejetiano, no what Zama Obiano bet me, I say. Young cars are for we are seeing our mind. There's the cabin never home in high in India, and more fun coming in. And no one has said, say, I dream. It is Mr. Speaker. I am a friend, dear. I buy say young dream. And I'm just saying, I'm say, we will have to engage the larger community. I'll be very surprised. You better sorry one day say you require me for engage the appropriate stakeholders. But the idea of when initiated, they want to make so who say is it possible, viable? As an waba, Odomo say Madaroma say ni no. I will say IMF, and I'm sure say when it gets to that point, our mind will come back to Ghanaians. Of course, the power is for Ghanaians and not for anybody. Me am the money is for power na mikra. It means to me take a decision and can say madam is for or the opportunity to make an input. It will be unacceptable. And you know, therefore, and come and tell me. And more beyond panic. And I make and say, you be politics a film. Nah, approach issue, no. As Ghanaians are your solutions, I can confidently tell you, say, you better be Osha Krampua. Sorry, there are two schools of thought. A bit Phyllis say, you're ready. A bit Phyllis yes. A bit Phyllis say, we are is a Jackie decision say, you person engage you because we are not there yet. A bit Phyllis say, no, we are there.
Abimu Crancy trust our level.
Exactly.
Now. We should have gone to IMF 12 months ago.
Yeah. And you know, Osha, the school of until Obia dream about the economy, different. And I was saying, Timitina senior canny in our boom. No, who said Ghana, Tipobeni, ye say a day, yeah, IMF, and I am IMF. See, IMF, I be ready to take the bullets.
With the conditionalities.
With the conditionalities, and now say, we are not going to say, it's going to be okay. Politics na papa kan share o share ability say E-levy would have brought us to a certain level, but politics any demand level yes say e ya dia ehu e ye ku he E-levy ba e best say be bia wo we are see for na E-levy anka government projected for about 6 billion some years some months back and so E-levy success a month ago. Obviously, I'm for crampo, you're more free platforms, maybe so. Because E-levy was demonized. Yes, and yet, I will force to crampo a bit more force to get an answer. But we were at a point like E-levy. You know, so you know, to okay, a task and take a crab a bum. Because revenue short for like a king. Of course, and you know, a babu ha, or copota. They say, Uboha, or no one ban with Jaguar. And just one shut us over to you because only it's canoe. I know take no. And no more have petrol cost tell an upper pecker. Petrol a cost. It's not anybody's doing. I'm buying determine petrol prices now. OMCs no one will determine more price. And they say, I'm buying to care also. Sabagas will use what they are buying already no one children.
Okay. All right. You fight issues, one after the other. And okay, me person, a little bit of academic exercise. You call with the normal politics, NDC, NPP. Fantastic. I know the Munina no more kasai about IMF, but I feel say this conversation, you find on check a crancer. Now, I was looking at the key point. Baby or mind be draw. One option be than to go to the IMF. Now, figures shows one. Your balance of payment, your sika, your benya. Na afe yetimi de akokra fanwo ene ewo dwaman so e de aba we asi dwaman so now your dollars no ewo form Bank of Ghana in about 2 weeks ago e ka kire say the requirement OMCs no BDCs no sorry ehia importers omo kokra fu ne ba ehia no sa requirement no munya now they are giving them somewhere $100 million as compared to $400 million nanka womo eye dey ehwe animo because Bank of Ghana no e de ma womo at a specified rate as compared to their commercial banks. Any your friend said their black market at the bemom at the current rate. And no your problem as a country. Your foreign exchange, stocks, are you weak? Form in terms of the dollars at the Bank of Ghana. Now, point 2, your budget deficit. Budget deficit because sika na wa esi abayani so say afimu ni nsabet miakano. Sa dream ni ni swadi no enye possible. Because E-levy no project is 6 billion Ghana cedi no. E-levy no we are known per revision any day Gabi etwete ye kache was $600 million and a bank air share anymore. But now we are just doing somewhere around 60 million Ghana cedis. And also actually clearly say E-levy no target will not be met. In terms of our revenue with the taxes at the port and all of that, clearly a buying expenditure against sika ubenya no ewo form enye possible ye benya budget deficit. How do we finance all these things? Say ordinary person no ye company no okokra fuo na ba no dollar no okonya no 8.2 at the black market what the fuo ne ba definitely e bo no so ebe cost to make his profit and drop me filling station go womatum fuo ne bo no esa cost as at and drop BM. And how do we control this? Point 3, one more catch say a buy within the first quarter of 2022. Okay, yen debt wo hwe a car ye de bosi a yabo amama ya hodo nyina no yen debt no increase as of March 2022 what the first quarter no eba na wie ya. Enti these are the key indicators are say eniema enko yie. Aban plan ne saying to resolve all these things.
Yo, Mr. Speaker, there are options. Aban war a crime be brain so they resolve these issues. One is the IMF. Back where IMF say Aban who say baby amedu no me revenue minti me nya. Inti me expenditure no ma hwe enso. I mean, mema amafa ya juma a minti minti omuka. Me so me penny sa. Iti maintenance mema amafa ya juma minti minti omuka no. Enye mepemwa if you baby. That IMF is one option. My neighbor. Another option say you be increase your taxes. Aban susu we say ya gina we it here. Na working fuel e cost already. The pressure no amafo ntimi pressure no. Ntimi ko increase tax ni bi ma. Me ko jefi wan ko amafo ntua kra bo bi. Enti ene kakra na mo no me manage ma maintain ni sa. Enti he feel say I don't want to burden the normal Ghanaian. Me mfa or how ento Ghana ni so sa bi. Me pay me coin e yes I know man.
Okay.
And we another option. Another option the other option we no here aban be cutting expenditure. Ni no more here. Oja na anu ya aban mu empanyi focus share o pediase.
Yes.
Ama what to say even ye be review free SHS no be brebi. So what is answer?
Yes.
So meaning aban kasa ko take steps there. Say no more be o ha policies ni be o ha. E say ye hwe na you manage what goes into it. Free SHS na say hwa. Mo man hwe hwe be manage no. Plan for food and jobs say hwa. Enti aban kasa so no e take steps the expenditure no e also cut. Enti on put in places some actions be he's heading towards that point. But unfortunately he's not there. On do honey there. Obviously the cost is high. But that effort has been made. Say I will say you cut your expenditure to a certain point. Then I will kind of your coat here, muno. Your body near fiance, I could talk coat. We see, and say coat to me a cat. No, Aban has all these options available, but say all options in now. Ultimately, how the would we need to back so? And nothing Aban say. IMF the so. Mo the moment shas yan ken ho asem so nto. Say na me me take action steps to cut me cost no. Na yen hwe 11 na me 11 asema ye ken 11 no ye na so about 11 no you can also measure the effect of 11 with this year collection.
Okay, because
this year time is here
and then you fair assessment
exactly.
Okay,
it is the same thing 11 even your computation of 11 crap it was not fair the amount that we agreed on because time your TFA now what they count no they say TFA be and you say what your TFA no says 12 months na TFA now what the yes computation now and so it is 12 months because they say you na kwa bontin and I will not use momo again because lockdown no buy na twem so say in the lockdown time now what the year computation no crap it will not give us the right figure so we may have to revise that figure and also 11 say we cannot give a fair figure said this is what the government is going to make and therefore we should rely on this. No, a gray area we can still consider.
Yes, but more country is a per studies with other countries case more consider at the first trench of beginning the implementation no before but economy man crofoti as no it will still bounce back and no more hope any more trust more pushy 11.
Exactly, that's what we are saying. If we use this year people are still now trying to feel say 11 cry can't say
okay,
so we can give ourselves close to the year and commence another year to be able to appreciate 11 effects on the economy. So what I say,
yeah,
we can also look at say your furniture American government coming back say okay you review free SHS no yeah to say okay they say we na yenye over go school free me I believe say free SHS
yeah
okay say mama free school make your school fees amount but so better school more there I said ya okay and you na make say
for boarding
for yes so better school more there and you na make your boarding ama me no me say go school free What the upper Cobebia school, we can school for free. But our person got in a school, one of them, and no, yeah,
that boarding house.
That boarding house, and no new school, no quest arrangement, you know. Me, I bind them and said that, of course, if we do those reviews, the expenditure will come down.
Yes, but some time ago, Finance Minister Ekai said you were at the full chroma, sikafo chroma. And the entire buying in review, na a sikafo into our mama school fees. Now the needy ones are one will need be no. We take good care of them.
I can tell on authority.
Yes,
how they do to not work. Scholarships, opac of verified scholarships, my mom scholarships for chroma.
Sikafo more
from cocoa board. So we don't have cocoa.
JMPC
needs to attend. What a review. So that one, it will not work. It's the farmer bia. Day school, metia 1 hot meal a day, metia. But some other school one. Na amenities are use so when they will know my dear. Nabi. Oh, when school no, when I will do pepper soup after call what dear. Is that what's your friend is and what's in Medina? Now you're far presec. Now bet me and Antiaco school. Yes, my mama, your mama more boarding, Tino Aquada boarding. Those are normal, I will say a share. I've already taken the steps. Say, oh, yes, I know, man. Say, you better make sure, say, yet, your castle. Oh, sure, your friend is buying so episode of Waganin. It will be Roto. Roto say, I buying if you're because he wanted to lessen the burden on the Ghanaian. Because there's an e-levy, but and all those things. We can use e-levy to support some of these things. It's a buying, it's a shame, Ghana ni bia ho high no. Now buy one children so that now ye a jano to find a solution to the problems. It will be quite unfortunate. So no about to see about castle be swatch ruby. But yen they see a switch then. They not make catch ruby say obi ye the obi ye be manen kasa because we do purpose so kasa. But the one thing I say is we should be solidly behind the government. We should be able to fight the system in a way that by accepting the challenge as Ghanaians. And I hear the tax, but this year I can say the tax be but it's yeah. Say everyone say, yeah, baby. One they are congested. You know in UK baby or congested with utia fees. UK baby or ha, ya uju fa kan for ko nya du fa unya fa honu ko a ojo ndo obetia. So people are fall. Say I didn't yeah, I'm paying for the be useful bicycle because what could you have 40, 50 to 60 pounds for no reason. So the car cover baby. Now my bicycle best about 1 pound. Why wouldn't I use that? Because I have about 20 minutes, 15 minutes drive right to where I'm going. By hand I'm saying no, you can do it. You can't say a truck congestion fee or say you can imagine no more.
Okay. Let's say a little bit on the road toll because I'm buying making the projections, coming into this year, Namoka Jersey and your road toll because more person with easy traffic. These were the reason and justification. But do you see a reason to go back to the toll booths?
Oh, toll booth. We have toll booth. For me, they come back. I don't have a problem because do you know why? There are foreign Unam Kumasi over. Burkina Faso, Kobasa, so why won't we? Then there should be a way that we can tax the Burkina people.
So will you accept say it was a populist decision?
It's not a populist decision, but for me, it was a good decision that we could have reviewed it again. You could have made it electronic. Say, US highways go hard. Yes, we drew hard. US the baby drew hard. Obianti hono.
Yeah.
We chema. What up men fan from the chumko. Electronic. Who call your registration? We are Ghana, you know, acquire registration. And to do honor, you are building into it. Into the system will capture it. So if we don't want to take it up, we can even take it advance. And you say, hey, them say speaker or no, a Ghana into all corner. Your licenses, we now the abohono. You are building in your Toronto data. To Choma, the system captures it. Sana Portum Burma or no free Burkina na Oba. The number BF something. Or drew on ma. The system will automatically know the wound you know. And that's why we need to be innovative. And that's why I'm buying It's pushing us to go.
But I consider Saudi answer no, because that is your major source of revenue in terms of our roads. Who you road funder living in that
around
petrol
70 to something million.
Yes.
Then but we could say baby. At this point in time, maybe one sector for class salary am I. So yes, we cannot write it off. But government could have relied on our career expenditure. You get a cost through. Every year, prof come over 12,000 students come out from Legon alone. Every year, 12,000 from Legon alone. UCC my, Tech in my, training college for my, private or more private schools for crap my. Yen crampua, a bu or ha, yanko school so ye timia doom purpose. I bet me a year juan crampono. Ya my, I buy have to employ some of them. Or employ one definitely. Obetium salary.
And your wage bill, they cost.
One zoom is a speaker, so why Juma best 30 years. And I know say teacher him why Juma 30 years and salary crumble in do 2,000. Jump, Professor Jump, say increment them and fanka. Because yes, petrol you cost through. What is what Dimitri say hard man? Me spending power, a former neighbor. So how useful will I be? Into a buy maker said that yeah, just salary in so kakra, no bia enya kakra. No to me find no. And also my wage level no akosro. Me freedom my eba no. Me kwan na me kwan nye. Ti me ba my passion road minister say e kwan ma anya nipa ewu na ewu. And now no na catch us say nipa accident si nipa 20 ewu, accident si nipa 100 ewu. Into road no e say fix it. You are fixing 1 kilometer road for about 5 million per kilometer. A buying is going to fix close to about 30 to 40 kilometers. And also Kopeska, not the fixes also or fixes our road because on chain Emma Nipa and San Rakase. Okay, security main chairman Nipa. Ain't you know about Kopeska no ababe. That will increase our expenditure. Yeah, for school for free SHS is the best thing to happen. Yeah, we call Amaya or make developing plan is the basis because everybody can read and write. It's a cleaning job, Crampono, or be creating cleaning job. Because he knows the chemicals to use to clean anywhere. And no, I buy no. It is such a way, say, ever one. Until I buy the school, now basis. In going to school, now basis, I might need to provide infrastructure for the educational. Also, copies cannot do here. In terms of wage bill, no, then I cut through. If you put all these things together, I don't want to do, and one I do with you petrol for. So you jump the Munko market in Kotoa. They know how the dollar will go. But I said, Abi, my memoir now petrol no as one take. Now I'm in crop from so I'm how now after being ninja. The buy air trough and BDCs no say yeah boamo now met me no needs reserve so air buffer. It's wage bill and expenditure then cost. That is what is happening. And no ana AC. Enti enyeze bibi na free baby aba. IMF for maka. Kufo, ta kufo kwa IMF.
Yes.
No kwa IMF, dey na enya wom. NHI enya kufo na de buy. Free maternal care enya kufo na de buy. I mean it was enya na buy. But we were able to do something good for the country. I mean, the only challenge, and I can say, let's go and sit with IMF. IMF, yeah. And I make us say, even if you me your balance is here. Now, negotiations, we can negotiate well.
But now, the point again, no, the very critical one, they say, would that not yet sustainable? What Bosiana to the extent over close to 78 to 80% of GDP. 82%. Yes, of Usika, what garden you know, Bibia, we be. What the mudodo na no ekokotuyaka service the interest on debt payment enti wo kana nkasan the principles no are not sustainable say IMF program no kra no wo mo beji atumi so mo de be maye ne a esese ye drew level a ye debt no ye sustainable a IMF betimi aka say okay baby a ye drew de oman ye disika we mamu a mo betimi atua ye back ansa na IMF no kra no agi atum. Now the cost of our debts. The question is that at the end of this in the midst of all these difficulties.
And I will say, oh, you know, my nomination. These are all things that is kind of cool. Because I can't say debt, I can't debt on. I say, Mr. Speaker, and yet, Nanado Nanko Kufado 2017 to 2022.
Yes.
And yet, your papa, in Chromam Reso, that's near by you.
Yes, but it's me calculate it.
Ain't you know, say, you can't that's negative to now. Now, man, for and yes, sir, it's yeah, Mummy. However, another point, the point is that we share road infrastructure. At an aircon kind, we share school. Free and I'm going to say, young country, free is enough for us to please say, and
to witness the year who says, yes, you better be using free SHS as justification.
No, but you can't use that one alone. We share, and I make a normal in all the sectors, energy sector. You barely a lot of the legacy debts. The legacy debts, you share a lot of them. You know that. Into energy, light is so. They say, yeah, baby, doom so baby, because we made effort to pay out some of the legacy debts. And who no fool, you buy BDC for a car near Diomo. You can imagine. Buy I said, I'll be young clear. Yeah, by IPPC, no, maybe say, so I pay or take agreement. Government was paying almost $500 million every month.
That was in the first term, right?
Yes, but you see, won't you mean clear now? A lot of IPPs who signed a take or pay agreement. Some of them will agree, some wouldn't agree. Some will share some payment off. Others were paying.
Impression I'm the man who review those contracts. There's some more abrogated. There's some more.
But now you baby, how to me abrogate? We so to ya. And those costs near to ya. And one you can't come out and come and say it here. But the kind of debt at that one my year for of course you can't say I'm able to count. COVID in COVID.
But almost as a munim sadia way, say economy no teacher. This is the challenges are a womb. All this payment are working in a statutory payment. And Bremun says, I'm rational, says, Munim sadia way, and you knew, sir, at some point in time, say, Muya IMF no ebe the last resort. Why were you giving Ghanaians the false hope, say, Yanko IMF? IMF, dear, a bonsam, Okoha. Bibiaji and some Edienti and Moma Ghana for side impression. No
7 periods, IMF and Bam Ribino. Yeah, you so and to be on some person who signs so. Sometimes we call I Sabri. A beer wouldn't be an apple. Wouldn't say be what cat casted woo by a baby. Yamin chassis. Well, you won't pay. Oh, who better made so who better. You need to give hope. The duty of a leader is to give hope to your people. At this point, we need to take the shock and make the Ghanaian go out there and know, say, I'll be okay. And that is what we need to take. That's a challenge I need to take it. We didn't need anybody to come and take that challenge for us. Yes, because IMF buy and maybe no. You trade for 3 years. Yeah, phobia. Obitis happen. Who go school Bombebu? Who go school now? Who final year? What's the say IMF? Aba. IMF so buy and say, yeah, employed for 3 years. You come to stay at home. Wabombebu.
Yes, but some conditionalities, horrible, some conditionalities, still now that's all. And okay, I'm reading from the IMF website. They tell you, say, they will be strict on making sure,
negotiations are not made.
Yes, making sure, say, expenditure, no bekati, the wasteful expenditure, that is the right word they use. One more insurance, so say, budget, will be in place, will be in shape. Yes,
and you
still meet those.
When you have Oko, now all the proposal. Everyone say corner the Kasoki. They say you won't say E-levy, and I say you to the bit me say I show up. Ye when kakra. They say it's can't episode my crown put your penny. We say yeah, we can only go for credibility and policy credibility. Say wow can we can only go for it, and we can go for standby support. But even within that, we can negotiate. Say when it comes to maybe employment and increment of salaries, because of what we have. Yes, maybe we may not expand it. The quotas, will be managed to suit and to fit our budget, but we may not exceed it. That is part of managing. And you see, now another buying and say, on pesa akran be school abewi, and that's what goes hope that hope we can't take it out of the kid. And see a man who say me call Jumaba. Me go school about Benya Jumai, other boy Busia. Okay. A Busiano should be ready to be happy and invest it. While Colonial can't say, aban se okọ IMF intino say we class school now kon cramp no e say jai na be yenko ye business yenko turn normal na kola bright student bi no na ne shebre no na ye yakate aban say that would ye be ye ne betimi ye bia no just to make sure say we will be straight ye be manage expenditure but say we be ka kire say amaye employer me anya we say ni de ye be reduce
okay
so that we will be able to meet that conditionalities on my mind, and those are the discussions and negotiations about going forward in the days to come. We will go and have with the IMF, and the Ghana force should be rest assured. Say, you do baby, achia, Mr. Speaker,
achia. And then manage here. Now that was going to be my next question. Say, mo ankasa mo take it back, mo worse. Mo de describe the IMF program in 2015. Will you say now a sign of incompetence or mismanagement? And a diabedruha.
This is okay.
A question that made this because with the tapes in those were the bells and I'm ringing in our ears.
And I make as an MPP, you know, go for time when I hip the crab by, and you know my partner by.
Yes.
So that I say, yeah, no,
but before my impression is a hip IMF.
But you see, but you know why? Because at that time, no. We didn't have any other government to compare with. At that time, Kufuor came in as a fresh government. And Kufuor gave us what we need at that particular moment. Whereby IMF, now I'm for bastardizing. I'm going to use HIPIC. HIPIC, then yeah. HIPIC, come back. I'm even NHI can be a crap. I'm for solid TI. So, we were surprised. That is just the reason. Now, I'm going to say HIPIC, no. Actually, I say, I could go Ghana and Masi. I'm a match for bastardizing and sao. Now for move by Hamusu more IMF. And I don't know yet then. So we just ask for Yebusa for explanations. And of course, you say and you will say to know. Share a momo IMF. Say Yebusa. Unya newsletter be and unya your friend is saying the press release be and just say and it's for IMF. You heard it.
Yes.
They never informed Ghanaians. But this one we're honest. Yes, we are going to engage the IMF. This is to tell you, say, we are not shy of IMF. We are proud to go because we want to, Magan and you know who children MIM for the comfort. So what I say, and you know, so we can say, Yana Yamane to say, Adiabia, na and yes, that will be very, of course, I'm not for me make key statement and all that. By end, you know, we are open. You can start engagement Friday about public. Say you can engage IMF. And so, moment, you know, yeah, this is I say also near TIZ or IMF. God, I told you I didn't know funny pa. Obian can't train and could be funny pa. Come on, Obian the reason why I am funny pa. And so let's say the reason why I am funny pa because near IMF. Anything and then funny pa.
And you IMF, not say IMF catcher must say allowances are mutuama teacher trainee, any college of education for Munchama Mobile.
Wouldn't you say the Crampono, we have taken steps to move those people to the student trust loan scheme. Meaning say, Minister of Education, and if you will solidify.
That was what John Mahama was doing. John Mahama said, "Women student loan." They said they invested for them. And Amokachi said, "When you're caring, when you're sensitive to the plight of the people."
John Mahama,
yes, we
are making any provision for them. I mean,
the student loan has been in the system,
but the student loan is for Lagos students. It's for the tech students. Student, who call it one? It's one of the things who call universities the amount. But the training colleges that has not been made available to them. It will more anyway say or more options. Of course, what about my alternative? Why not? Because I will agree on that point because say me go school, my go school fees. Now I call now also work training college, work teacher education. Ne ho normal uba ya ba no cramp no priority cramp ya more priority we adwum e say God teacher for yes mo essential ye ba ma mo adwum na me no me ti honum na ye essential wo ka wo ye wi na essential ka every month na me so school na me ko na me be adwum aban adwuma na wo ntua me ka
but mo nim we mo advice ya buy it was part of my
manifesto. Aban say
yes
what our manifesto says aban say hwe enkola ne bi wo ha sebe minya katwa bi ofri mi remfiu Kromo, Naninia, Echo or training college. Abai ni papa ni mama ni bi. Eye ni allowances no. ana no use aban say until we find an proper alternative no ye ntimi ntwem aban say until say we find solution say oh ko ha obenya sika na de atwetwa wo no men ntwa enum maintain enum ma no into wunye alternative and we yin free so. And that's what we said, and that's what we did. In our manifesto, no, we restored the allowances not because we know, say, now say,
until when are we coming to see, say, your year allowance, nephew?
Oh, but that is what I'm going to say. The Minister of Education should come out very soon. You will say it. We don't say in check ramp and check university. Say, you Ghana card, you can go to university. Who your school class, I will travel. We see,
okay. All right, it's a ramo chumberi ma doma East Russia be journey and an open meaning the deal come Frina kosi fiada de ye be din komo ni sa e de akwa kosi mami ti o wo ba be koi
na me ka kire Ghana for say no kre oman mu aide ha be funu sa me ka no enye ade a obi anka say ade bone ba ye ka nanu bi anu bi say na amafo bi e ka no de ntina obi ba dwen say NPP for can bi no aye say no mo ma IMF ba IMF de bi e option da ho mo obi a say yin na say ko bi yin na na e can bi ntino no kre Mr. Speaker and I make go 4 time yet here and I happy ko and wu guga na anima say na the Ghana ko happy na poor nti ye kwa IMF na IMF akọ say no enu bi and e ba na ye ka say some so mo de yakọ IMF na enye say ye kasa IMF ya de bone a enye say kum nipa.
Okay.
Right. Baibeka say obi anya abotoye. Me say mampanyin na do dan kwakufado na NPP party. Ya ma enka say de Ghana e kwakoto ejem anase ma Ghana fo ho enkyere mo sa. Nye be ye nyina no ye yiedie ene ye kanko. Send your home ha yen send an for because they bet me akasa okọ aban bi so amanu bi so UK they are contemplating of increasing their taxes. Even train drivers na siano na omo atua chen UK because aban say hey market ya no amoka mitimi ntum minya kran so amete so kra mo na ma mete so amam but ye dum pempen so a mo man yan fa politics nto nchen yan sho man ye de yan chi tumbe ma meti adachi meko ya me ba na be ba ka say ha daddy tina krapo ye politics wa mo man no mo man yan fa o man no do enya komapa enchichire yen dwen o man no ho they say obi ma me you find say buying local crude it's a suggestion of you say yes as Ghana for we can think about it say yen 18,000 barrels will say 8% na age no it's a west betimi e use so aha na but of course turn ho into no yetimi enye saade no but it's always a meeting make sure Ghana for crime say IMF ba o mampanyin na adodan kwakufado one na ban e be ne kire bia say Ghana for ho beto mu na Ghana ho ahenhan no ayenchi atimi aba benya bibi papa gina so enso aka say Ghana ne gyaye no eno so ye na mo reshe mu say Mr. Speaker who you large and in charge of airwaves so there education be call e kire won Kessben for mo badjuma e say won na Ashanti region nyina just say we be a Kessben.
Thank you.
Minim say mo be so be boama Ghana for ati say we are not going to IMF say ye because ama man ye de ko obi but ye call my IMF ama ye na ote makola or turn nam kitten no obetime keeping business.
Okay.
Why I say, ya papa no wa boso kan a wo kra no ma ba no ye betime ate no ma so amotimi di no ma spare pass papa ba na obetime ma adwuma akon kan ye nwa no mo kantomato mo food bills no o metime di aba na ye nyina wo ko school so a wouldn't so betime akọ school aba page mapa aye market ya pa aba enti ya do bi ase na Ghana for there my NDC for there omuni papa bi ade man enti mo obi anje NDC for ho.
All right. Man, I would say in Kano, the new Patriotic Party member of Parliament, Doma East.